Hi everybody, it's Juanita from Crafty Stitch Away. I'm here today to do the booties to the Hello Kitty set. The first and second video there was the hat. I do apologize about it being two parts. I don't know why it came out that way when I was videotaping the actual video. My camera didn't stop at all, whatever, but when I went down to download it, it showed two parts to it, so no idea why, go figure, but at least it's there. So I'm going to be doing the booties today, and then either tomorrow or Sunday, sometime this weekend, I will do the diaper cover, and that will give all three parts to that set. Again, this is not for if you're learning how to crochet, because I'm not showing the stitches. But it is basic crochet stitches. It's basically slip stitch, single crochet, and half double crochet, and a few decreases. That's basically the whole pattern. So without further ado, you will again need a 4.5 crochet hook. You will need white worsted weight 4 count yarn, the same with the pink and a worsted weight 4, and some scissors and a darn needle, tapestry needle. Darn needles are old, but anyway. So you're going to start off at a chain of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're going to do 2 single crochets in the second chain from the hook, sorry. And then you're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to do 4 single crochets in your last stitch. And you have to pardon me because my throat is really, really sore. I think I'm getting a cold. Single crochet. Now you're going to single crochet on the opposite side of that row, and if you want, instead of having to sew that end in, you can just hold it with your finger and then snip it afterwards. But you're going to do 6 along the opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to join into your very first stitch and chain 1. And I am going to cut that end off. There we go. So it looks like this so far, and that's round 1, and you should have a count of 17 stitches. So for row 2, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Then we're going to single crochet in the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And again, we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch and chain 1. So you can see that the little booty is basically growing, or we're making it bigger. And for row 2, you should have a count of 24 stitches. Now for row 3, you're going to chain 1. You're going to do 2 half double crochets in that first stitch. Now you're going to make 9 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now for the next 6 stitches, we're going to put a half double crochet and a single crochet in each stitch for the next 6 stitches. So 1 half double crochet, single crochet. That's 2 half, single, 3 half, single 4, half, single 5, half, single 6. And then we're going to do 7 half double, we're going to do half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do 2 half double crochets in that last stitch. And once again, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. And as you see, that is the size of your 3-month booty. And as I said before with the hat and with the rest of this whole set, mostly all my patterns, if you want it to be smaller for a newborn, just use this is a 4.5, use a 3.5 hook. If you want to make it bigger, 6-month size baby or whatever, use a 5 hook. You don't have to really adjust so much the stitches of the pattern. You can adjust your yarn, but mostly for me, myself, when I'm trying to make bigger sizes, or if I get an order for a 3-month and a 6-month, I use the exact same pattern. I just adjust my hook. and it will give you the length. I use size charts. So it will give you the proper length for the size that you're looking for. So now that was row 3. And for row 3, you should have 32 stitches. Okay? So for row 4, we're just going to do 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around using only the back loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And you're going to join to the first stitch, and that gives you your, so that's the bottom, and this is your booty starting to come up. So again, it was 32 stitches for row 4. Now for row 5, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to single crochet in 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to single crochet 2 together 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we're going to single crochet in the last 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, you're going to join to the first stitch with a slip stitch and chain 1. So now you can see how the front is starting to curve into like a little shoe. That was row 5, and for row 5 you should have 25 stitches. Now moving on to row 6, we're going to again single crochet in the first 10 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to single crochet 2 together 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we are going to single crochet in 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're going to slip stitch that first stitch and chain a 1. And that's row 6. And for row 6, you should have 21 stitches. Now moving on to row 7, you are going to single crochet in 9 stitches. My hair looks terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now you're going to single crochet 2 together 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to single crochet the last 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and slip stitch. Just kind of wiggle it around, and there you have your little, I mean, they're so dang cute. And this is not really a booty. If you want to make it higher and make it a booty, by all means, you can go around and do some rows of half double crochet if you like. For me, it's basically supposed to be a little shoe with the bow on the front. So what we're going to do and that round there, sorry, row 7, you'll have 18 stitches. So for the last row, for row 8, what you're basically going to do is just slip stitch around in each stitch. All this basically does is it brings the shoe in more, and it gives a little bit Makes it a little tighter around so it stays on the baby's foot, where there is no booty style where it doesn't come up there. So you're just going to slip a stitch around in each stitch. I mean, this it's so easy. It's great for a beginner pattern, but I would suggest knowing your basic stitches first. And you're going to slip stitch right into the beginning stitch, snip and cut. And we're going to sew in that end. Normally I would do that a couple times when I sew in my ends, but this isn't an order for anybody. I'm just making it for the purpose of the video. So there's your little shoe. I mean, how cute is that? Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the little bow. Now the bow for the booties is a bit different than the one that we did for the hat because it's much smaller, obviously. So we're going to make a knot and we're going to do a chain up of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in each stitch across, which will basically give you which will basically give you 4 stitches. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn. So basically you're just going to do 6 rows, 4 stitches across each side of single crochet. So that's 2, and 3, I'm trying to rush, 4, 5, and 6. And I never use my last one with a long tail to cut off for the bows because I find when I do, you'll have one side of the bow that will pull. So I cut it off and I sew both of these ends in. I use a brand new piece altogether to create my bow. So sew both of those ends in. Cut off those. And then just take a piece, thread it with your needle. And what I do is I kind of weave it in so my needle grabs. So I go back and forth a few times so my yarn is securely done in there. There. And what I do, take your front side, is weave in the center of it, just weave your needle through a few times. So it's like that. And then I pull it to gather it. So you pull it to gather it, and then while you're holding it in the center, wrap your yarn around it a few times. To tighten that, just go through the back with your needle. And that will basically give you your little bow. And all you have to do is sew your bow to your boot. I think I got that straight. Just go back and forth a few times till you have it on there properly. Did I put mine on crooked? I almost feel like I got it a little crooked. Make sure yours is even, please. I'm trying to make sure I have the angle in the camera right and here, but you get the gist of it. And just weave that through for a minute. Cut your yarn. Yeah, I don't get a dead center, but it's not that too bad. And then you have your little booty for your Hello Kitty. I mean, you could put a little pearl there or a little, I mean, you could decorate these up. There's so many different ideas you can do with these. You can do just the booties in different little color bows or decorate them or however you want. But it's pretty basic, simple. And like I said, if you'd like to make a bigger size, just change your hook. The same goes for if you were wanting to make a newborn size. But that is the booty to the Hello Kitty set. And I will, again, this weekend, either tomorrow or I have a birthday party to go to tomorrow for a couple hours, but either tomorrow or Sunday I will have the diaper cover set up for this. So with that being said, it was fun doing this with you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.